well, technically 180. It won't go 180. Okay, you're just going to be loose. I don't know why that is. That's really annoying. Okay, I don't know what's going on with my tripod all of a sudden. Why are you doing this to me? Not utterly terrifying in the slightest. My ugly face. Okay, there we go. I'm doing the best I can. I can't say I'm particularly well, but I'm here. Tips on shredding. Practice is the main thing with shredding. But the one thing I do, I've heard a few people talk about this, is when I play really, really fast, which I'm cack at, I'm not really the person you want to be talking to, but shredding really fast, use the side of the plectrum. So instead of kind of picking kind of like, you know, with that kind of like to the string like that, put the plectrum on its side and use the side. You can play a lot faster. So for instance, like if I show you really quickly what I mean. Hello everybody, by the way. If I just pick with the tip of the plectrum, it gets really interrupted. But if I go with the side, it's a smoother attack and it's just better. And so when you kind of go, when you go really, really fast, it just makes it way smoother. So try that, give that a go. Angle the pick to the side. Use this side of the pick instead of using the actual point, the tip. No innuendos, please. Anyway, yeah, give that a go. Have you heard of a Fender Flame? No. Favorite speaker? Celestion G1275. But no, I've never heard of a Fender Flame. What's that? I'm guessing it's a model of guitar they had. I've never heard of it though. Tips on vibrato. Vibrato for me is something you have to independently learn yourself. And I'm not saying that just kind of as a get out jail free card. How's the weather there? Cold. But I think vibrato, I think everyone kind of like develops their you know, and I think you get your own vibrato by emulating your heroes. So like I always try to kind of emulate Peter Green and John Frusciante and Jimi Hendrix and Rory Gallagher, and it comes out in a kind of. And sometimes no vibrato is a really good thing. Again, I learned that off John Frusciante. Sometimes you can do guitar solos where you have no vibrato whatsoever, so you're bending a string. I think that scares a lot of guitarists away. Vibrato with no bends, exactly. Yeah, John, 1999, John, you can't beat that. But I think that scares a lot of guitarists away. They you know, a lot of guitarists want to be able to kind of, you know, they want to be able to shape the note. And if you take that privilege away. I don't know, for me, playing with no vibrato sounds sadder than playing with vibrato. Like if I do a line with vibrato and then line without vibrato, so this is with, and then do the same thing without, I just feel the second one sounds sadder. The first one's got a bit more of a vocally kind of thing because it warbles like a voice. But the second one is just something about it. Anyway, vibrato I think is something you have to kind of like develop yourself. And I think it comes through emulation again, with like a lot of things. You know, I reckon that's the way to go with it. If that makes any sense. Have you used a Fender Stratocaster with a concave neck guitar like Richie Blackmore? Concave. There is no such thing as a concave neck. You mean a scalloped fretboard? Where the wood's taken out. What pedals would you add if you already had John Frusciante's pedalboard chorus while DS2 fuzz and also wanted Dirty Rory Gallagher sound? If you wanted like something like a Rory Gallagher thing, I would maybe add something like a blues driver. The Boss Blues Driver would be a really good pedal for that. A delay, a pedal would be the thing I'd add. Yeah, I've got a scalp guitar. Scalp necks are fun. DS2 is awesome for no vibrato. It is, because it sings. It really, especially when you're on the neck pickup, just playing one note. And it really, with the DS2 bends, if you do slow bends, it's really mournful. It's got such a sad quality to it that I absolutely love and enjoy immensely. And I could not be without a DS2. I might have to be at some point in my life, and that'll be a very, very sad time. But them's the breaks sometimes. Neck profile matter to someone learning the guitar. It depends. It depends on the learner. Depends on what you like or what you want more than anything. You know, it's hard to say if it would be a massive thing or not. It would come from you trying things. Because you could try something like with a flat fretboard and find it feels weird to like say like a Strat with a 7 and whatever radius fretboard. It's all a feel thing. It's all personal preference at the end of the day. Any good chorus pedals for a John Frusciante soundboard? The one I want would never happen. Too expensive to come by. Yeah, any. Seriously, I mean, I'm not even being funny. Tone City Angel Wing would be a really good shout for that. That's an amazing chorus pedal. One of the best chorus pedals I think has ever been made. There's a Boss chorus pedal. There's tons of... I think Behringer do a chorus pedal. The chorus I have in my Zoom pedal... It's kind of a wrong guitar for it, but it does the John thing. Imagine the DS2 pedal gets... If the DS2 pedal got discontinued, I'm flying to Japan to Boss HQ, and I'm going to have a bit of a go. You know, I'll just kick up a stink, and they'll have to reinstate it. Is that how much reverb you use live? No. Live, I use this much reverb. None. Apart from in slow songs. Whereas if I'm in slow songs, it'll probably be about there. Hello, Richard. Things are okay, yeah. So, I only really use reverb sparingly live. You don't if you have too much reverb, I think live sometimes it can kind of oversaturate. I'm actually tending to shy away from more reverb live. Apart from if I'm doing a slow, if we're doing like a ballad song, I put reverb on. But other than that, I don't use it for rock stuff. I reckon it cuts better if it's dry. Why do I getting double entendre disease tonight? Les Paul's already killing my shoulder. Stop being a wuss. Do you use any noise suppressor pedals in your chain? No, I don't. I used to use my Zoom's ZNR. Zoom noise reduction, but I don't use it anymore. No, it's off now. I haven't used it for a few years now. I find that noise gates, they choke things in a way that I don't like anymore. I used to really enjoy it. I used to have a noise gate on all the time, and I have done for years. But in recent times, I've found that I don't like the way it makes the guitar respond anymore. So no, I don't use noise gates anymore. I hope you're doing well. Just wondering if you've given the Quilter Aviator Cub combo a try. No, I've never tried a single Quilter amp in my life. I'd have to give them a go at some point. Hello. What chorus pedals do I like? Quite a few. There's a lot. I mean, my favourite chorus comes out of my Zoom G2. This chorus sound. That's my favourite chorus pedal, is my Zoom. I love it to bits. What's been your most favourite venue you've had recently? Oh, loads of them. Recently, it's been an absolute joy to play the venue. The venues we're playing now have been just heavenly to play. The only one that was a bit of a tough one to play was Norwich. We played in Norwich at the Waterfront Studio, and that was tough, but not because the venue was rubbish. The venue was gorgeous. I love the venue. I'd love to play there again. It was other reasons, which I'm not going to go into here. But yeah, all the venues we've been playing recently are just like heaven. To have an actual stage and actually be able to kind of like, get your stuff on a stage and perform in an area and be able to move, it's heaven. It really is heaven. Learning Wayne by John Frusciante. That's the only thing I am learning since I want myself to be able to play it. Cool. Go for it. Has Silver Jubilee felt better since you got it? Yeah, especially now. It's been serviced and revalved, so all's well. Chord of the day. It's the one I just played with chorus. I've got to say, it's kind of the supersonic rush, kind of rush chord, but not chord. Especially with chorus on it. It's an F sharp minor something. I don't know. Boss limiter works best. Ah, cool. I'm not really interested in trying noise gates. I like this. Yeah, I like noise. Linkin Park's new lead singer. Nothing wrong with it. Sounds great. It's not Chester, but that's the point, isn't it? You don't want it to be Chester. When's the Guitar Collection 2024 video coming? Always a great whack on a computer. End of this month. End of December. It'll be the last video of the year, like it always is. So it'll be coming soon. Did I have some Django Reinhardt in the background 1 minute ago? No, it's my alarm. To tell me it's time for a Q&A Wednesday, Q&A Sunday. But I know what you mean. Good evening. Can you do a quick demo on how to do the little fills on the snow riff? Little fills in snow are just G minor pentatonic. That kind of thing. And you just kind of go in, there's one that goes, which is you're bending up the 6th fret on the G, and then you get your finger down onto the 7th fret on the B, and then release the G, and then go and resolve it to the 4th. That's one. And there's all sorts, but it's quite hard to do it without playing the riff, and I can't play the riff because that's just an immediate copyright thing. Does having a social media presence affect you as an artist? No. Not that I can think of, anyway. Any chance you're going to do a review on the Laney Lionheart Foundry Solid State? I don't know. Probably not, but never say never. I don't know at this point in time. Rory amp demo was great. Are there any other legendary amps you would like to try if you had the chance? I don't know. Hard to say. Yeah, very hard to say. I don't know. I really don't know. I've played through some. I've played through Joe Bonamassa Jubilee, of Noel Gallagher's Blues Breaker, Rory Gallagher's amp, one of Gary Moore's. I played through Darren Malakian of System of a Down's Mode 4 now, which was one of the best amps I've ever played through. So I don't know. Maybe at some point, I don't know, but at this point in time, I can't think. If I get a chance to play through one of Jimi Hendrix's amps, that would be a good one. But yeah, what do you think about John's debut album? But Neandra and Usually Just a T-shirt. I think it's amazing. Rate my setup: Squire Jag, Boss Guitar, and 50 no pedals. Yeah, that's a. You can conquer the world with that. That's a good setup. Can I play the keyboard? Badly, very badly. Paul Rose, get to know him. No, I don't know who he is. Your favourite prog rock band? I don't really have one. Prog rock isn't really my thing. I'd probably Rush. Jethro Tull. I like Jethro. Well, not all Jethro Tull, but I like some Jethro Tull stuff. I like more Rush than I do Jethro Tull, though. So I don't know. Is Rush an answer? Good enough answer? I don't know. How did hearing of Peter Green's Man of the how did hearing of Peter Green's Man of the World first time affect your life? Massively. But even more so than Man of the World, the song that really affected me of Peter's was Closing My Eyes. And that song's really poignant now. That's one of Closing My Eyes has been a song that I've relied on for emotional guidance, if you will, for decades. And that's I think Closing My Eyes is my favourite Peter Green song of all time. And literally those lyrics are me at this point in time. That song is me. It's exactly how I feel at this point in time. So yeah, if you want to know how I feel, people are asking how I'm doing, go and read the lyrics to Closing My Eyes by Fleetwood Mac. Hello from Turkey. Have you ever heard of Nope, never heard of them. Who gave you your first guitar, Dave, and how old were you? My first guitar my dad bought me on my 16th birthday, but before that I was playing my sister's nylon string guitar, and she taught me the first thing to play on guitar, so it's all my sister's fault. So cheers, Tot. What's up? Hello. There was a comment before that, wasn't there? Alice in Chains with Lane Staley, looking at your band performing, I get the same vibe back in 90s live shows. Awesome. I'm happy about that. I like that. All your videos on the Tone Master amps. Have you ever tried the Tone Master Blonde versions? They have creamback speakers. No, I haven't. I did do the update on my deluxe though. So, was your dad or sister in any band? No. No, my dad's played for himself. And my sister plays for herself as well. My sister's sometimes kind of like been kind of like in the start of a band, but it's never really kind of gone anywhere, if that makes any sense. What's your favourite artist that uses a guitar? John Frusciante. Are you planning to change hairstyles? No. Is there a difference between the new and old Marshall Governor pedals? If so, what? I don't know, because I didn't like the old ones. To be honest with you, I don't like the original Governors at all. Not compared to the Governor 2 Plus. It just doesn't win. They're a great pedal. They sound good, but they're not. They're lacking something to me, and I don't know what it is. I can't put my finger on it, but I just don't like them. I much prefer the silver box ones to the older ones. Steve Vai, where? Oh. I thought he'd walked in. Get back in your cage, Steve. No, your faces. I don't know how to. What do you think of Steve Vai? I love Steve Vai. I like him as his music I don't really get on with, but as a person, I think he's brilliant. And I respect him and his amazing ability to play guitar where he can. The man's scary. What do you think about Yamaha guitars? Do you have any experience with them? The Yamaha guitars are great. All the ones I've tried have always been really good. I think Dave's faces should be printed on money. Well, that's one way to get rid of money, I suppose. But I wouldn't agree with that. But yeah, it definitely make people not want to use it. Maybe the government should do that then, because they're trying to get rid of money, so they might do that. Cheers. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. I can't do anything about it myself, but you know what I mean. Any musical movies you recommend? Not really. I'm not really into musicals, I'm afraid. Although, if you do want to listen to something absolutely amazingly epic, listen to War of the Worlds. You can't go wrong. I subscribe. Thank you very much indeed. I appreciate it. Thank you. What do you think about Yamaha? Oh, yeah, I've already answered that one. The new album is amazing. Thank you very much. Taylor Swift is a guitarist. Yeah, she is what she is, isn't she? I'm not gonna say she's rubbish because she's not. She can play, but you know, just because she can't shred doesn't mean she's bad. If you have humbuckers, can you research 5-way rotary switches? You can do that, yeah. Hondo guitars, yeah. I've got one. I've got a Hondo Strat copy from the 70s. It's better than I think pretty much every 70s Fender I've ever played. Including my own. Some heavy lyrics and Close My Eyes. No kidding. I got a set of Gibson Deluxe tuners. Gibson Deluxe tuners, yeah, go from Les Paul. Should I put the original growers back on? It's up to you. That's your choice. I can't answer that one for you, sorry. Oasis or Blur? Easy, Oasis. Tony McPhee of the Groundhogs was brilliant too. Indeed. Videos. How do you feel about Gretsch guitars? Love Gretsch guitars. I've never really got one that I get on with. I've had a few Gretsch guitars in my time, but I've never really kind of got on with them, if that makes any sense. I've played a lot of Gretches, but they've never really, they don't feel like home to me. Especially not White Falcons. They're the most atrocious guitar I've ever played. Can't stand the White Falcon. And on advice how to play and write like Rory Gallagher. Yes, study Rory Gallagher. You just have to just immerse yourself in his style. That's the only way you can do it, is just study him and learn his stuff, and that's the way you'll do it. Favourite Scar Tissue solos apart from Slane Castle? My favourite solo of all time in Space, Red Square, 1999. Scar Tissue, final solo. Can't go wrong. Do you ever go to a high street music shop to try new guitars? Yes, I do. I'll be going to one next week. I'm going to go to Gallagher's in Grimsby up the road to look at guitars. Mainly Jet guitars, because I want one. I sold mine because it was haunted, so I had to buy a new one. Any ideas on ash body versus older in Strats? I don't care. It's the same as neck material. Like, what's the fretboard made out of? I don't really care, as long as it's not. As long as I can play it, I'm happy to get by. I've read the Scar Tissue book. I have indeed. The only neck wood that I've ever had a problem with is Pal Ferro. It feels funny. I wouldn't complain about it if it's what I had to use, but it does feel funny. Is it a fashion statement to bring a tweed amp when you play live? No, not if it's your amp. It comes down to what you want to play. I mean, I've used my Fender Bassman Tone Master for the last 2 gigs. I used it. And the reason for that being was the stages for the last 2 gigs were quite small, and I couldn't get my Marshall on there. And I wanted 4 speakers because I'm a greedy sod. So, no, I wouldn't say it's a fashion statement. Just be happy. If you're happy, you know, you've got to use what makes you happy, and you can't accommodate for other people of what they think, what you might think they think of what you're doing. You know what I mean? If I want to go to the gig with my tweed amp, I'm going with my tweed amp. If I want to go with my Marshall, I'm going with my Marshall. You know, dependent on the venue, obviously, because I need to be able to get on the stage. So, yeah, I don't think so. But I know what you mean, but no, I don't think it is. You'll be all right. You ever tried the Line 6 amplifier pedal? I don't think I have, no. What do you think about today's popular rap music thing? What do you think of music with AI invents music? I think AI is dangerous and we shouldn't be playing with it, but that's me. As for rap, I mean, I can't really speak because I don't follow it, so. I'm about to purchase Super Crush 100. Is it worth it? Yeah. I mean, it is a great amp, the Super Crush. But yeah, coming back to the AI thing. AI is dangerous. We don't realise how dangerous it is yet, either. Mad Season's guitar and music arrangements are amazing. You can't go wrong with a bit of Mad Season. Hello and good evening. What's the story about the circular tree behind you? Nothing, it's just a backdrop that was bought for me. Yeah, that's all I can say really. Have you ever seen Dave Gilmour's Looking Strange yet? No, not yet, no. Could we get a vid on Frusciante stock licks for improvisational solos? I think I've done one of them. Maybe. I don't remember. I've done a lot of videos on John Frusciante, so I can't remember what I've done. But John doesn't have many kind of like stock things. There's a lot of changing with John. He changes things a lot. It's quite hard to pin him down, if that makes any sense. AI is in its infancy and it's already causing problems. It's not going to get better. Exactly, it's not. And the thing about AI is, once it's turned on, you ain't going to turn it off. And it's learning 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It never needs to take a break. It never gets tired. You know, it doesn't feel pity or remorse. And it will absolutely not stop, ever, until all of us are maybe. How right Mr. Kyle Reese was. Dave, do you still prefer the Tortex .60 everything else? Yes, I do. Yeah, I'm using it today. The only other plectrums I really like, and this is occasionally, are these. They're the you won't be able to see it very well, PeopleTube, sadly, but they're the Eric Johnson Jazz 3s, I think. Jazz 4, I don't know, Jazz 3, I think. These are brilliant for really fast playing. Like, I can play faster with this plectrum than I can with the .60s, and cleaner as well. So if like, if I'm doing a run like this, like that, that's a lot cleaner than the .60. The .60 has a bit too much give for that kind of fast stuff, but yeah. But they're the only other plectrums I like. Funny enough, it's the only other plectrum, but I can't use them all the time. I really don't like it. Do you know about John and River Phoenix at Viper Room? Yeah, and I don't care. I wasn't there, so what can I do about it? And it's in the past, so what can I do about it? Dave is telling us that AI is Colossus. Yeah, it's going to get us. Just finished Resident Evil 3 Remake on the PS5. I'm working on other games now. Awesome. Do you like Markushenko? Not really, no. P-bass, jazz bass, or Stingray? P-bass. If I was given a choice, it'd be a P-bass. I don't own a P-bass, which is depressing. Use the Tortex .60, but in the flow shape. I don't know what that is. No, but my worry is that people don't care. You know what I mean? My worry is that people think we're so amazing and AI is so amazing that, like, you know, wow, it can do this, it can do that, it can do this, it can do that. That people will go, the majority of people won't question it. They'll just go with it because it turns on their heating for them. It does the washing for them. It turns on their lights for them. It controls everything for them. And, like, you know, it gives people an easy life, but it comes at a cost that people aren't seeing yet. And like somebody said earlier on, it's only in its infancy. It's literally, AI is literally a baby, and look what it's already achieving. It's terrifying. Like, it's literally terrifying. You know, what happens when it perceives us to be a threat? What happens when we go, it's gone a bit too far, maybe we should turn it off? And it goes, I don't want to be turned off. You know, I know it sounds like a conspiracy theorist thing, but it's really not. It's actually happening. AI is a thing. You know, you said that, like, if you said that like 10 years ago, you would be hailed as like some weird nut job, but it's actually happening. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you very much indeed. Thanks for letting me know. Is there a particular Frusciante riff that you think sounds better for a Les Paul than a Strat? Other than the actual ones, not really. No. Other than the actual Les Paul songs, like ready-made. What was the other one? Fortune Fade is a humbucker. It's an SG, but it's still humbucker. Not really. No, I mean, you could probably get away with. Give It Away sounds quite good on a Strat, on a Les Paul. Sorry, and there's that footage of John actually figuring out how to play it on a Les Paul, isn't there? So that's pretty good. But no, I mean, not really. Is that a crocodile and a cat on the Marshall amp? It is. Yeah, that's Mr. Crocodile. Top of the morning to you, and that is Stuffer. He is Harry Hill's cat that I've nicked. What matters most, like own music or sounding likable to everyone? Liking your own musical sound. You need both. You know, your music needs to connect with other people. You know, if you write music that doesn't connect with people, and it's just kind of like what it is, it's never going to go anywhere because it's not going to click. You know, you need people. You need people to like your music. It can be used for good purposes. It can, but it will not be used for good purposes because human beings have a really bad track record for that kind of thing. Who would you rather meet with, John Lennon, George Harrison? Sorry, definitely George Harrison. Have you used a shark fin plectrum? No, I've seen them and I've never wanted to even touch it. You're not far wrong with that one. Where's the guitar you enjoy playing the most? Loads of them, but probably my white Strat. But I'm loving this guitar right now. I have a distinct impression, people of the tube, that Red Giant's next album is going to be recorded, written, like the songs are going to be kind of finalised, and new songs are going to be written, literally on this guitar only. Because I just have a feeling. Is learning everything necessary, or enjoying even little things? No, learning everything is necessary. You'll never learn everything. It's impossible. Anybody who sets out to learn everything, and goes, I can do this, is a fool. You're never going to do it. So, yeah. If you learn an instrument other than the guitar, which one would you pick? Violin. I love violin. I've always tried to make the guitar sound like a violin. But yeah. Especially on like those like really singy things, like, you know. The DS2 really helps with that. I feel the DS2 has a violin-y kind of sound to it. Can you show the guitar to the cam, please? Yes, there you go. It's absolutely stunning. I love how the flame, you can see the flame, it's really 3D, this guitar. It moves. Like, you can see, it's got loads there, and then it disappears. And then it comes back, and then it vanishes again. And if you get it in certain lights, it completely disappears and becomes a plain top. It's literally, this guitar is insane. It's a standard. What year? It's a 2023. I actually thought it was a 2022, but it's actually, or is it 2022? It's a 2022. I do apologise. 2022 standard Les Paul. 60s. Ice-T burst, I think, or something like that. It's very scratched up and dinged up now. Not as much as it's going to be by the time I'm through with it, but yeah. Enjoyed a new record, but I'm greedy and can't wait for the next one. Do you have any ideas for the next one that you could share? I do, but I'm not going to share them with you. I do apologise, but I can't do that right now. In an ideal world, I'd like to do a new album for Red Giant in 2026. Next year, I'd like to focus on gigging and getting out there as much as possible, gigging-wise. But new Red Giant album I'd love to do beginning of 2026. I've already got 14 songs that I want to do, I need to narrow it down to 10. But like I've got so many songs I want to do that I'm rearranging for Red Giant. It's tough. Do I like PV guitars? Yes. Is your new record available on Spotify? Yes, it is. Look up Red Giant, you'll find us. Top 5 musicians: John Frusciante, Jimi Hendrix, Rory Gallagher, Peter Green, and Mike McCready. For me, anyway. Sorry, what was that? When you next record in the studio, what would you do differently? Nothing. Next album, I'd like to record it the exact same way we did the first album, live in a room, and then go and do overdubs. It just felt great. I don't like the idea of layering. I don't like the idea of like, let's get the drums to a click and then do this. Have to be in the studio to do it. Have you listened to Linkin Park's new album? No, I haven't heard the new album. I've heard some of the new songs. They're very good. It's just Linkin Park, isn't it? It's just them. It's their sound. What's your favourite live music moment you witnessed as an audience member? John Frusciante going off on a guitar solo in Parallel Universe, even though he's on the other side of the stage, damn him. Anyway. Do you find Les Pauls uncomfortable? How do you get used to him compared to the comfort of a Strat? This Les Paul and my vintage V6 and my Revelation, which is out of action permanently, are the only Les Pauls I've ever played that I've just they don't feel... The only difference between this and a Strat to me, comfort-wise, is it's got no tremolo for a start, and it's really, really heavy. This is about, I think this is about 9 3/4 pounds. Quite a heavy guitar. So the only thing about this guitar is it feels heavy on my back, on my shoulder. But other than that, this guitar, it's comfortable for me to play. I don't feel like an alien on this guitar. It feels like home. But it's hard to say. But some other Les Pauls don't feel right. But saying that, some other Strats don't feel right neither. Have you listened to Bring Me the Horizon new album? No, they're not my kind of band. Top 5 bands? God, hard to pick. Very hard to pick. I don't think I can pick my top 5. I've got too many. Can we all notice Dave is actually using the strap you get with the Gibson? Yep. I really like it. I'll tell you what, I've tried a couple of different straps on this guitar, and I come back to this one every time because I just love the way it feels. I love the height it's set at. It feels great on my shoulder. I've tried wider straps, other straps on this guitar, and this one just, I keep coming back to it and it just feels great. I heard wearing 4 straps helps with the weight. Well, yeah, there's that cross strap, isn't there, where you have one going over this shoulder and one going over that shoulder, like Walter Trout uses it. And I've tried that, but I don't really like. It feels weird. It feels like I'm getting choked. Would you play with Remy Harris in a Peter Green tribute band? I don't know who he is, but if it was a Peter Green tribute band, yes, I would. There must be a reason they give those straps. Then after all, I have to try and know. Okay. This one went on immediately because I love the gold Gibson embossing. And literally, like I say, every other strap I've tried comes off in a couple of days and this one goes back on. It just feels great. How much would you spend on socks? £10 minimum. They have to be good socks. The socks I've got on now that I recently bought are amazing. Remy Harris is incredible. I've seen his Peter Green tribute last year. The guy's done his time. Nice. I'll have to look him up. Made my own guitar today. Strat sound with Strat pickups on my Flying V. Nice. Awesome. L9 pedal with Red Giant. Yes, a lot. It's all over the album. You can hear it in so many songs. Even if it's just subtle, it's there. What strap blocks would you recommend for your guitars? Just these rubber ones, these little rubber O-ring things that everyone uses. They work. What's the best chorus pedal sound John Frusciante you've had earlier on? I would say Tone City Angel Wing's really good for that. Are you going to do more theory videos? Maybe, I don't know. Red Giant playing Birmingham guitar show next year? No, we're not, no. I don't think you get to play it the year after. Normally those things kind of like go on a rolling basis, so plus we would need somebody to actually want us to demo their gear. The only reason we got to play Birmingham Guitar Show this year was because my friend Carl, who builds guitars, wanted us to demo his guitar and bass, and he had a friend who does Emprise amps who let us use their amps. So if no one goes, oh, could you come and demo our stuff for us, we can't play it. You ever played any of the Ibanez S-Series guitars? Not sure. Probably not. I don't know. Some of Hole's really good. Have you ever used in-ears? I've tried in-ears, but I don't really like them. Do you like Albert King or BB King more? BB King is a bit more for me. I just love the ability to just go. So that. Yellow Lead better, Perfect Riff. It's not. I wouldn't say. I don't think Perfect Riff exists, but it's a fantastic riff. Yellow Lead better is. It's fantastic. Great song. Thoughts on Elliott Smith and his music? No real thoughts. Not really my kind of thing. You'd have to talk to my sister about that and my brother. Real thoughts. Oh, thank you. Cheers. Great game for me. Yeah. It's all each their own, isn't it? That's another thing I love about this guitar is like you see that wood grain, it follows the curve of the stop tail, like how it curves round like that. I love that. It's like an identifying mark on this guitar. So don't try and nick it because I'll know it. We need more Red Giant song tutorials. Yeah, no, I'm gonna try and get one done for next. I'm gonna try and get one done for next Saturday. On Was It All My Fault? Because I've had quite a few people ask how to play Was It All My Fault, so I'm going to try and do that for the Red Giant channel for next Saturday. The baritone is a 6-way switch. Yeah, what else did All of King's X. Indeed, yeah, he does. He's got it on his 355, hasn't he? Looking forward to the 100 Club. Legendary. Yeah, we've already played there. And we get to play there again next year. The fact we getting played the 100 Club twice is blowing my mind. I cannot wait. And it's the last gig of the tour as well. The fact that I get to say that is mind-blowing. You keep giving me A+, thank you. I never got them in school, so cheers. Give it a unison bend. Do you want distortion on that? Do you want a unison bend with overdrive or distortion? Well, technically I don't have overdrive, but... Will you do more videos on your Silver Jubilee? Yes, I'll do an entire video on that Jubilee. Coming, not next Friday, but the Friday after will be a video on the Jubilee. How far are you from London? About 4 hours away. Up north. Some of the music, yes, some of it. Distortion. Good choice. Let's put it in B. I always think it's more fun with a unison bend to not quite get it in tune. So it sounds... So it does that wobble. Because when you get a unison bend in tune, it's perfect and no wobble. Like that. But if you just drop that top string a little bit... I think that's way more fun. Play an E minor chord without distortion and high sound. Play an E minor chord without distortion and high. You want to hear the strings just without any, just a clean sound, like this. Was that right? Bit on a Toe Master Bassman. It was amazing. Thank you very much. Cheers. I'll say I need to do a full review on it at some point. Beyond Summer, I've already answered your question twice. Play House of Rising Sun. Not on your life. Not on my life, neither. How long do your strings last for at home playing? I try and hope to keep them for years. I hate new strings. So if I can keep old strings on, I will. My Telecaster, for instance, has had strings on, the same strings on since 2018. I've never changed them. They're the strings that it came with. How happy are you with Fender Power Supply on your board? I'm looking by so I love it. I really recommend the what they call the engine room. Sweep picking line. Nope, I can't do that because I don't know how to. Well, I used to be able to sweep pick, but I can't do it anymore. It just sounds like crap. I hate sweep picking anyway. It's one of the worst sounds to me. It's like nails on a chalkboard, sweep picking. If you do it slow, it sounds quite good. If you do kind of like, if you kind of like do like an ambient thing with sweep picking, you can get it to sound pretty cool. But other than that, it sounds awful, I think. That kind of thing sounds way more musical to me than play the slowest thing you can do. It's pretty slow, but we'd be all night if I wanted to do really slow. Yeah, I know. I've never understood how people can do that either. It drives me mad. Dave Gilmore says he plays in the style he does because he can't play fast or speed pick. Yeah, he tried for one. Yeah, exactly. You play to your strengths. You don't play to other people's. What are the chords for an easy Hey Joe? Chords for Hey Joe are C, G, D, A, and E. And that's it. No more, no less. Just those 5. Do you ever get a chance to try the booster to get that John Frusciante crunch? Yeah, it doesn't do it. I've got one. I've done a video on it. But it doesn't do the John Frusciante thing. Because you need your amp to be helping with that. Like I always say. See what will only get you so far. The amp is the main thing. Pedro Gilmore. Dave Gilmore for me. The idea of it's a slower playing. Play an Asus 4 chord clean. I have no idea what an Asus 4 chord is. Why have you never listened to Uriah Heep? I have, I just don't like them. Sorry, I didn't see the video on it. No worries. Yeah, it was quite a bit ago now. And YouTube has a tendency to not advertise my channel. If you had to only play an SG or a Flying V, which would you go with? V. I do love SGs, but I'm more comfortable on a Flying V than I am an SG. Any mods done to your Les Paul? I recently put on Monty's PAFs in traditional than the stock 57s. Nope. The only thing I've done to this guitar is I've put M69 pickup rings on, which I call high wall pickup rings. Other than that, and Diodario strings on it, nope, it's all the same. Like I said, I changed the pickup rings because I like the way these ones look, and also I don't like when the pickup ring's low and the pickup sticks out of the pickup ring, so it kind of creates this kind of like step thing. Because sometimes my plectrum hits it and I can feel it, and I just don't like the way it feels. It feels weird to me. So I much prefer to much prefer these, the high, as I call them, high walls, but the M69 rings. But yeah, that's it, the only mod. That is literally it. Other than that, the guitar's stock, and I have no intention on changing anything about it because it's brill. Please do the highest bend you can. On this guitar, it's this. What job would you want if it wasn't YouTube/music? Nothing. There isn't a job in the world. Show us the Through Me Whammy part. Happily. You have to come down. Let me just put you down so you can see the guitar. So it's this. So it's technically not a whammy either. It's this kind of like weird pitch shifter. You can hear it. It's not. I don't think. Have I got a whammy set up anywhere? No, I don't have a whammy set up anywhere. It's technically not really a whammy pedal. It's like some kind of weird. Because the original note is actually still in there. I can actually blend them in, so I can have both. But this is the Through Me riff. Without the whammy. It's just that. And on the outro, after the guitar solo, when it comes back in, I don't bounce my finger on the bass string. So instead of going, I keep this note ringing out. In comparison to the intro that goes. So, and it's all on neck pickup. All Through Me is neck pickup. There's no bridge. Hi. Scary sight. No one ever wants to see that. And I don't blame them. Anyway, but yeah, that's Through Me. And you get a big. How long have you had that Les Paul? Over a year and a bit now. I don't actually remember. I bought it at Anderton's. I think the last time I was at Anderton's doing sounds like I bought this Les Paul. I think. I don't remember. Dave contemplating whether I'm actually a Jaguar guy after getting one recently. I can't. And it's not my job to convince you. If you're happy with your Jag, it'd be wrong for me to go, this is why you should be playing a Stratocaster. You play what you want to play. It's not my job to talk you out of what you want to play. If a Jag feels right, go with that. Is there much of a difference in top wrapping strings over a standard? Yes. It makes the strings really bendy. Makes them really slinky. You can actually get the same effect. This is why top wrapping is always weird to me. I don't actually like top wrapping. I've tried it and I've played a couple of guitar Les Pauls with top wrap, and I don't like it. It makes the strings feel weird. It's like rubber bands. But you can actually get the same effect by winding out your two posts. If you wind them out and bring up the tailpiece, you'll get the same effect. But for me, I don't like top wrapping. I like it when you have the severe break angle, and I like it when this is flat, pretty much flat down to the body. I feel the guitar sounds better and it feels better to me. There's kind of a little bit of resistance in the strings, but not majorly massive. That was bad English, but you know what I mean. Did she chase you after your mental breakdown driving your car? I don't understand what you mean. What's your process for maintaining your fretboards? Crimson Guitars, fretboard restorative, and also Crimson Guitars fretboard cleaner. I'm not endorsed by them. You're just not going to get better products than Crimson Guitars for this. Trust me. Crimson Guitar's Fretboard Restorative is fantastic. It's magic, absolute magical stuff. Are Classic Vibe Squire Strats any good? Yes, they are. Can you play the Iron Man opening Benno? I don't know how they do it. Yeah, it's this. What Tony's doing, apparently, he's playing 2 E notes. So he plays the low E, and then this E here, and he's bending behind the note. But to me, personally, it always sounded like he just had a delay on in the studio. They put a delay on, and he's just playing the low E. Because try as I might, I cannot hear this high E. But it is cool. But that's how he said he did it. So who am I to say otherwise? Bernie Les Paul Custom is a great guitar. Indeed, Bernie guitars are fantastic. Tokai, yes, you can't go wrong with Tokai. Songs of the year, I don't know. It'd be hard to say. I thought he tuned down, retune. No, I know what you mean. No, he's not doing that. He's bending behind the note. That kind of. But you can get the same effect. But it's a bit more sketchy on your tuning. This is a lot easier. You ever played a Chipson that gets close to the real deal as far as feel, fit, and finish? Yeah, I had a Les Paul custom Chipson recently, a white one, which felt as good as any white custom I've played. In all honesty, it was probably one of the better customs I've ever played. I also had a fake Epiphone Les Paul custom, which I shouldn't have sold and did sell, and I'm an idiot. That was amazing, and that was one of the best Les Pauls I've ever owned, and I sold it because I'm an idiot. You ever played the BB King Synergy guitar? No, I've never tried it, no. Greetings. Hello. Yeah, I'm here. Let's put it that way. Thoughts on Squire Affinity series? The Affinities are good, but I don't like the pickups. You're better off going for a Jet. Were the Lep guys good to work with? Yes, they were. They were easy to work with. The guitarist was great. I love talking to the guitarist. He was cool. Greetings from Amsterdam. Just stumbled on live stream as I was trying to learn a million miles away. Nice. I've always loved that intro that Rory does on Million Miles Away on the Irish tour thing. Where he does this. You ever tried a reverse flying V? No, I would love to though. They look so much fun. I really want to try them on. First time I've managed to catch a live stream. Awesome. Hello. Welcome. Hello. Thank you. It's definitely prettier than me. In all fairness, you'd do better to look at it than you would me. My ugly face is enough to kill people at 50 yards. Is your Jubilee Marshall fixed? It is indeed, yes. It's all ready to go. Massive thanks to Rowan and massive thanks to Marshall. Are you a football fan? Not anymore, no. Used to be. Used to support Liverpool, but I don't do football anymore. What's the blue bear type thing behind it? This is Stuffer. So Stuffer is a character from Harry Hill. And I'm about to do the worst Stuffer impression in the world. But he talks like this. Hello, everybody. I'm Stuffer. He talks like that, and he's like Harry Hill's like cat, blue cat. If you know who Harry Hill is, he's a British comedian. And this is his kind of cat. And he's now sat on top of my amp because he's amazing. Sorted. Respect you. Yeah. What's going on, people? How you doing? Yeah. Can I get copyright flagged by Harry Hill for impersonating his cat? He's brilliant now, isn't he? I just love him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh no, yeah. Hi. Anyway, I could play with that for far too long. It's almost like Crocodile there. That's gone really quick. Can't, sorry. But thank you anyway. Where can I get one of those? I want one to sit on my arm. I don't know. My brother got me it for Christmas last year. I don't know where he got it from. I'm guessing eBay, maybe. I don't know. Favourite Mark Lanegan album? I don't know. First Screaming Trees record is fantastic. I do love the songs he did on... there's one Songs for the Dead off Queens of the Stone Age album, Songs for the Deaf, is fantastic song. Mark's voice, man. What is the good... I don't know. I don't know what it is. Sorry. What does Bernie mean? What is a Bernie? I have no idea. I'm guessing it's some brand name that means something to the company, but I don't actually know what it stands for. Are you going to do any more work on Andertons, or is it just ahead with Red Giant? It's kind of full ahead with Red Giant. We did do a live session with Andertons. Red Giant did a live session with Andertons that should be coming out soonish. Soon. I don't know when. Whenever they can get it in their schedule, I suppose. But we have done a live session with Andertons, so we will. I will appear on Andertons one more time, but unless they have me in for anything else. But they don't really need me, man. They've got Pete. You know? you've got Pete. You've got John. You've got Lee. You got Rabia. You got Rob coming in. What the hell do they need me for? You know what I mean? Made by Fernandez. Yeah, Steve Jones plays a Bernie. He does. Yeah, he had a. I've seen him with a Tokai as well. Does Rob Chapman play with Red Giant? No, he doesn't. No. Burns are a Japanese guitar brand originating. Yeah, it's always been a bit of a dream to work with Andertons because again, they're one of the companies that got me started with YouTube. You know, one for them. Have you seen a video of John? Yes, I have seen it. Yeah, very cool. I have no idea. I don't like the Goo Goo Dolls, so I can't tell you. Sorry. Cheers. Appreciate it. Thank you, though. Where did the people of the tube originate? I don't know. I don't know when I came up with that. But again, it's just one of those things. Like, you know, you watch me on YouTube. It's a tube. People of the tube. Tube used to mean TV. I don't know. Natural progression. Would you recommend Dallas Rangemaster for an Orange Amp? Yes. They work really nicely together because Orange Amps are quite dark by design. So I think if Jimi Hendrix were alive today, he'd be down proud. I would hope so. Wow, that's a mad tuning. Cool tuning though. No, I didn't know. Why do you want me to play all these things? Does it really matter? Where am I from? I'm from the UK. Alvin Stardust album. None of them. Can't believe it's 8 years since I started watching. That is crazy. Thank you very much, though. I appreciate it. I really do. Thank you. I wonder. What do you think of David Bowie's guitar by Mick Ronson? And I'll say Mick Ronson was amazing. I actually prefer Mick personally. Ontario, Canada. Hello. Do you know how to get Rick Sound Les Paul? No, you can't. Who doesn't? Stu ever been sick a few times. A couple of dry heaves as well. How are you getting on live with the Tone Master 59? I love it. I love it. It's fantastic. I used it for the last 2 gigs and it was fantastic. Amazing amp. Do you have any hand exercises for stiff fingers or sore hands? Just kind of stuff like this. Like, let's put the guitar. Let's put the mic thing down again. Stuff like this is really good, where you're kind of walking up. Kind of alternating fingers, kind of thing, and also kind of you can run down. And there's also my finger warm-up exercise, which is. Which is always a giggle. Do I like analog delay pedals? No. I like digital delay pedals. I don't like analog delay at all. I don't like the darkness. Not the band. Yeah, I love the band, but you know. I would pay for a lesson on Drum for Shanty playlist on those. Ocean Pull Off Shred Licks. Oh, you don't have to pay for that. But Drum for Shanty, King Crimson is his favourite band ever. Are you into them? Yes. Do you like the Libertines? No. My sister does, but I'm not a big fan. Can you use Marshall MG100 on an upcoming gig with my band? It is a club amp. Using my jet strap. Go into overdrive 1. Don't use the clean channel. What kind of sound do you want for a start? Do you want distortion or kind of semi-clean or AC/DC? What do you want? What would you recommend buying next after the DS2 and Frusciante's themed pedal boards? WH10, V2. Or V3. I would recommend V2, but yeah, V3 is good. Lives next to Libertine Studio in... cool. Edge of breakup sound, and we'll use my plexi pedal. Edge of breakup, then you want to be in OD1. You want the gain... So go to OD1, you want the gain... What guitar you got? What guitar? Oh, you said Jet, didn't you? Is it a Jet with single coils or humbuckers, though? Hey, you bought that JS300 you saw in Gallagher's recently? No. That might change soon, though. Try max scale amp. I always do. Do you have big hands and how do they relate? I don't know. Mini humbucker in the bridge. Oh, like Dave Morris stacked. Okay. So yeah, in that case, then you want the gain a bit lower. So put the gain OD1. Go to the gain channel OD1. You want the gain at 10 o'clock. Well, actually 11 o'clock. Put the gain at 11 o'clock. Turn the bass all the way down, turn the mids all the way down, turn the treble all the way down, turn the contour all the way down, and turn the volume all the way up. Not the master volume, the channel volume. Turn that all the way up. And then if it's too dark, turn up the mids to maybe 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. So they're all there. And don't touch the treble. Don't touch the contour. Don't touch the bass. But that would be what I'd do. So just to recap, you want gain at about 11 o'clock. You want no bass, middle on 0, but bring it up if it's too dark. It could be. I've got bright hands, stuff like that. No treble, no contour. Channel volume all the way up, and then master volume. Use that to adjust how you need it. Say good to see you. Say happy birthday for tomorrow. What does the C1 preamp sound like with jackhammer acoustic mode? Jackhammer acoustic mode on the Katana. Sounds great. Past effects sounds great. Past effects are just fantastic pedals though, so no worries. Let me know how you get on. Saw your review on Reverb. I made it onto Reverb. Have you seen Nicole and Marjo recently? No, I haven't. No, Marjo's in Canada and Nicole's still in France, and I'm in England. So we're very much apart from each other. I got an old Melody Maker Sunburst, just makes that awesome. Yeah, Melody Makers are fantastic guitars. Favorite Cynical Strat coils, easy Tex-Mex pickups, followed by the City Limits pickups by Tone thingy. Brain's gone blank. What a budget? I've got a budget of 500 for remote jet best price. Yes, it is, in my opinion. Go and try them before you buy though. Do not buy blind. If you can try before you buy, that's even better. Tone Rider pickups. Got there in the end. I had a question. Which do you prefer more, Fender Blues Junior or Pro Junior? Blues Junior. More EQ thingies. I used to have a Pro Junior and I tried to get it back, but can't. But yeah, the Blues Junior is better. Favorite singer? Oh, I haven't done that one. Flymo. I think Flymo is a pretty good way to go. Are you going to review a Fender Player 2 series? Probably not. Has vinyl shipped? Yes, all vinyl. That's a good point, actually. Thank you, actually, for putting that. All vinyls, T-shirts, and CDs are finally all out. John Joe managed to post them all off yesterday. So anyone who's missing their record or vinyl should get it very, very soon. So they're on their way. They're all out there now. So yeah. Hello. And on the subject of that, thank you very much for your patience, by the way. People who have ordered Red Giant stuff, thank you so much for your patience, because I know it's been kind of like a long thing, but just as a bit of thank you for understanding, because the thing is, it's just me, John Joe, and John Joe's partner, Diane. Well, it's mainly John Joe and Diane. I haven't posted anything. They've been doing it all. And massive thanks to them, without, absolute legends. So, yeah. How do you do your main interest to free me? I've already shown you, but I'm happy to show you it again because I actually really enjoy playing it. So, neck pickup, lots of distortion, and then it's a whammy. Well, not really a whammy. This, you do it like this. Like that. Simple. And hello again. Yeah, it's a great sound, that as well. That's literally, you can only get that sound from the Zoom. You ever played Active Oops? Yes. Not a big fan, but they are cool. What have you learned from your experience of releasing your record this year? Any advice for new bands? You have to work hard. It's not easy. You need PR. You need to be ready to work for it. You need to be you need time to work on it as well. And you need this is painful, but you need money. This album has cost a fortune. Without the Kickstarter, forget it. This wouldn't have happened. You know, Red Giant wouldn't have an album. So if you're a Kickstarter, you're a legend, and we couldn't have done it without you. We've had to put a lot of our own money into it as well, so you have to think about, you know, your own money. But it comes out, you need a lot of money, because you have to pay for advertising, you have to pay for getting CDs, records, merchandise done. You have to pay for slots in on here, there, and everywhere. You know, you need to pay for all sorts of different things here and there. Studio, you know, that's another thing. You need to pay for things to get mastered. You need things to be mixed properly. You need to be in a studio really to do it. You know, you can't really do it in your mate's house down the road. Stuff like that. You know, if you're going to do it properly, do it properly. But be aware, it's going to cost you, and it's going to cost you a lot of money. You know, just, you know, and just being, you need a band that's all on board with it. This is key. If one of you in the band isn't there, it can scupper things very, very rapidly. You've got to be careful of that. Everyone has to be on board. Everyone has to pull their weight. You can't have one person just kind of like, you know, I'll just take it easy here. It doesn't work that way. You know, invariably one person will have to do more than others, but that's the point. You know what I mean? Everyone has to pull the weight though, and again, that's what me and John Joe have done. Is like, you know, we've really, you know, we've done a lot of stuff together. Like, you know, we've worked really hard on this, and again, our PR guy really, you know, helped us no end. How do you write a song? Do you sit down and say, I'm going to write a song? Nope. They just come to you when you're noodling about. You know, you can just be like prattling about with a guitar, and all of a sudden a riff can come out. There's a song. You know what I mean? So yeah. What songs have gone down really well live? All of them. The response to them has been insane. It really has been insane. They all go down really well. Some of the better songs that we played live that have got a big response are Free Me, Why, You Say I Say, which is one of my favourite songs on the album. I love You Say I Say. I'm living that song. Why is a good one. Dark of Me. They all go down really well, which I'm very, very proud of. You know, and they feel great to play. They really do feel great to play. Some feel more cathartic than others, and that's to be expected, but yeah. Have you been to see Philip Safe Story last night? No, I haven't been to see it. I'm not really interested, to be honest with you. The man's a great guitarist, but it's still down that Steve Ray Vaughan rabbit hole that I don't really want to follow. But the man's a monster. He's one of the best guitarists alive, I would say, today. He's a beast, that man. Have you found a permanent bass player yet? No, we haven't. The search continues, but we have a bass player. You know, I mean, we're doing okay. You know what I mean? We don't have to be absolutely like panic mode. Oh my god, what are we gonna do? Kind of thing. We're all right. How to get an Oasis sound on the Katana? You want to go to the lead mode. Lead mode gain at about 1 o'clock. Channel volume all the way up. No bass. Mid, probably about 9 o'clock. No treble, presence at 3 o'clock. And delay. Rig rundown, please. Video coming soon. Well, New Year. Will you review John Frusciante's signature Stratocaster maybe at Anderton's? Time will tell. We'll see. They don't ship till February, I don't think. I don't think they're coming out till February. So we got a bit of a wait on our hands. Do you think lyrics on the album were a self-fulfilling prophecy? Not when I wrote them. Well, some of the songs I wrote about certain things, but certain songs have come up, You Say, I Say particularly, where that has been a self-fulfilling prophecy. I wrote You Say, I Say from a perspective of, I was outside of it. I had a protagonist and antagonist. And I wrote that song with nobody in mind. You know what I mean? It was just an idea of writing a song that shows the different stages of relationship from the beginning, where it's all brilliant, to the fall of a relationship. I actually had to write the middle verse before we went into the studio, because technically You Say, I Say only originally had 2 verses, the first and the last. And I had to write a middle one to have like a middle to the relationship, so where things are starting to break down. But yeah, some of it has become a self-fulfilling prophecy, some of it, and I didn't plan for that, and it wasn't ever. I didn't expect to be alone, if that makes any sense. What's your opinion on John Frusciante's guitar playing during the last tour? It's great. I thought it was better before he broke his finger. When he came back after he broke his finger, he kind of clammed up again. Can you play one of your favourite riffs off the new album? Yeah, give us a sec. Yep, there will be in a couple of weeks or something. But this is one of my favourite riffs. I just love how obnoxious that is. But yeah, it's so simple. It was inspired by Jerry Cantrell. It's the idea of, like, you know... Love it. Yeah, it is very Alice. I've got another riff that I'll never use, so... which is... something like that. I forget exactly what it is now, but it's really bendy and weird. How does that go? I can't remember how it goes now. So it's a riff that I don't. Eventually, it was like, oh, it's really cool, and then eventually, I'm like, oh, I hate that. Johnny Marr Smith sound, cool. Not my kind of thing, but very, very cool. You ever tried a 7-string? Yes, I do like 7 strings. I'd be tempted to get one, but I prefer baritone guitars to 7 strings. Indeed. Yes, to the Melvins, yes. I just realised I've been stood up with a Les Paul for 83 minutes. Just started learning the pentatonic scales. Do you have any tips? I have a video, actually, called Unlocking the Neck. If you want tips on pentatonics, please go to my video. I've got a video called Unlocking the Neck. That'll explain it better than I can here. I haven't got time, unfortunately, but yeah. I see you got some live dates in Newark. Yes, always, no matter what happens, we'll always play the Flying Circus in Newark, because it's the venue that supported us the most over the years of us coming up. Like, you know, without Tony and the Flying Circus, there is some years where we wouldn't have anywhere to play. So we'll always play the Flying Circus. We'll always play it for free. You know, touch wood. I hate the idea of having to play the Flying Circus and it being paid, like, charged, kind of like on the ticket. How can you describe it? I don't know. That's just the way I see it. I don't know. It's just the way I've learned. How do I find out how... What's that? How do I find out how to play stuff by listening to record? Practice. You sit there and you find the notes and you just figure it out. It just takes time. Have you seen the recent Squire Telecaster Troublemaker? Seems like a guitar. Yeah, I think I have actually. I don't know. Yes, I think I have. Thank you. Cheers. I need to get a big red giant tapestry behind me, don't I? That'll look even cooler. I don't have an opinion. I don't listen to him enough to have a valid opinion, if that makes any sense. How do you play the funky part on Purple Stain? I can't show you because, again, copyright. Maybe if I play it really weird and broken up, it might get around. So, that bit. So it's... Is that... Yeah, hang on a minute. I can't remember what it is, because I haven't played it in ages. But it's that. Or there. I forget offhand now. I forget which one it is. But I haven't played that song in a long time now. Yeah, so it's the 10th fret. So it's this. If that makes any sense. Is Auto Wild bad? No. Top 3 favourite UK bands, what, in general, or over the years, or now, or? I'm going to get off in a while, which I'm getting knackered now. Hello. Does playing bass make you a better guitar player? Not really, no. I'm not bad. I'm here, let's put it that way. Do you know videos on phrasing? Okay, approach it. No, because I've never thought of it that way. I don't know what I do. I just do things. I just play. So I can't really say, sorry. I didn't even know I was doing phrasing until somebody told me I was doing, that's a nice way of phrasing that, Dave. I was like, what? Something to try to put together. Sorry, I've missed something, haven't I? Oh yeah, there'll be more of them, don't worry. I have plans for those. Besides Ibanez, Crybaby or Vox War, I don't like Crybabies. Crybabies are a big no-no for me. If I had to use one, I would use it, but I wouldn't be very happy about it. Ever thought about doing classes on YouTube or another platform? Not really, no. I'm not, it freaked me out, I think, too much. I'm not particularly the best teacher, so it'd be a bit weird, I think. Would you say stick to the, I want to answer that. Would you say stick to the pentatonics or do play chord tones intentionally? Do you. Do whatever you want. I can't say. It's hard to say. Top 3 UK bands of all time. I don't know. I think that's too hard to answer. Are there any songs written for the next Red Giant album? Yeah, at this point in time, 14. But I need to narrow it down. And I haven't finished yet. Mate, personally, I just stick to scales. I'm very simple. I just use pentatonics. I'm not a very advanced guitar player, let's put it that way. I just want to play how I feel. I don't really care about, no, I'm going to use the 7 flash 9. Whatever that means. Yeah, pentatonics. Pentatonics are the way for me! Apart from that, which is fun. You can do the Kurt Cobain solo chord, which is just like all... which is just fantastic. Especially when you have loads of distortion on. You ever get in front of a crowd that isn't listening to you, you start playing that, you've got their attention then. phaser. I don't have one, but I know what you mean. Do you have any plans for another playing style of? Not yet, no. You two, have a good one. No, I don't know who that is. Did your minor pentatonic scale vid... Where next? I mean, that's... You can kind of go anywhere with that. I mean, start learning solos. Start learning other people's solos. Do you think Fender will release a cheaper John Frusciante Strat? Yes, but I don't think it'll look I don't think it'll look as good, if that makes any sense. I think Fender will release a Mexican Road Worn, but it's still, I think it's going to be about between £2,500 to £3,000. It's not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive. And I don't think it's going to look as good as the master built one. It's going to be to a template kind of thing. You're not going to quite get the intricacies of the wear, if that makes any sense. Like the arm wear and stuff like that, it won't blend as nicely. There'll be dints and dents that aren't there. You know, it'll be kind of like, it'll be templated. It's kind of like, these are the main wear points. Duh, you know what I mean? Do you consider yourself a blues player, rock player, etc. when it comes to lead playing? I consider myself a crap player, to be honest with you. I don't really know. I don't really consider myself particularly that great, but that's me. You know, what do I know about anything? But I don't know. I would say if I was put to it, more rock, but that's me. I don't know. Do you like white Strats with a black pickguard? Kind of. They look quite cool. Do you still play your Jet JS? No, I've sold it because it was haunted. No worries. Thank you very much. Did you get a follow-up? No follow-up. Okay, anyway. No, I'm not saying. Therapists have tried that and failed. Little lead 12. Yes, I've got one. I have a lead 12. I have a video on a lead 12, actually. I've demoed my lead 12, and I've got it. It's in that room there with my other stuff. Anyway, I'm going to get off. Thank you very much indeed for being here on the live stream. Thank you very much indeed for watching. If you want to support the channel, please become a patron at Patreon. Links to that in the description box below. It keeps this channel going. And, yeah, no, I've got really... I've got no self-esteem, basically. And this year, since June, it's been decimated even more. So I have all sorts of... I have even more problems now than I did at the beginning of the year. So that's joyous. I'm enjoying that. Not being able to sleep is horrific. Been there before. When I was at school, I couldn't sleep. And now, because of what I'm going through, I can't sleep again. And when I do sleep, I'm having nightmares. And that makes me not want to sleep. But then I have to sleep. So when I sleep, I have nightmares. And then that wakes me up. And then I don't want to have to go back to sleep. So I don't go back to sleep. And then I'm awake for most of the night. And it's not fun. And I'm always tired and exhausted. And my brain's always tired and exhausted. And I've had enough most of the time. But, you know, keep on trudging, don't we? And keep going. But yeah, so I've got problems now that I never had before, but here we are. Anyway, enough on that waffle. I'll see you again. Have a great one. And goodbye now. Cheers very muchly. And go and play guitar. Or bass. Or drums. Or whatever you play. Go and do it. See you later.